got stuck. Need help, Pat?
I'm not sure how much cable I have left.
We're trying to winch out. I shouldn't say we, I'm sitting in the Jeep. Pat's trying to winch us out. Whoa, the wind is blowing. Can't tell by the mud. We're having a good time. Got a little stuck though. Alright, this place is way bigger than I thought. They're playing airsoft at these buildings behind me, but there's all these buildings. This was built in 1911 to house employees of the Delaware, Lackawanna, Susquehanna Railroad Coal Division. It was only actually used for like 13 years, but in 1924, all of these concrete structures here, they needed to be upgraded to be livable, and the company could not afford to upgrade them, nor could they afford to demo them, so they just abandoned the property. So this property is just completely left, and I've not been in any of them yet, but from what I hear, there's no plumbing or anything inside. These are just straight concrete buildings. That's it. If you hear some noises, there's a bunch of other people here checking them out, as well as the airsoft guys. So yeah, let's head into one or two of these buildings and see what's up. This building here, the myth is they put 100 sticks of dynamite in that building to try to blow it up, and that's all that happened. So they completely abandoned the property because they knew they weren't going to be able to take the buildings down. Don't know how true it is, but we're going to go in there and check it out anyway.
So they didn't have any plumbing.
Yeah, there would be no. That was one of the things. I think the upgrades that they would have had to make to each of these buildings was add plumbing, and they just couldn't afford it. As you can see, lots and lots of graffiti. Completely made out of concrete. Alright, I don't know if we're gonna get to the second story here, but we're sure shit gonna try. The stairs are busted off the top there, but I wonder. It's all icy too. I mean, we don't necessarily have to get to the roof of this one, but I don't know. I think we're... Okay, so here is apparently... See all the rebar? All the rebar there. It just took a little chunk. We just came up. Each of these buildings were a half a double, so one family would have lived on each side of this building, and two families would have lived per building. It looks like there was even roof access here. There's another couple sets of stairs here, and there would have been an outhouse out behind each of these buildings because there's no plumbing. There's nothing. It's called Concrete City because each of these buildings is purely made out of concrete. And as we already saw, the airsoft guys like to come back here, as well as paintball guys. So let's get back down these stairs here and check out some more of this. All right. It just looks so sketchy because it's a big open gap. That's solid though. That is really solid. Icy. And we're just in there. There's a close up of the. So we were just in this side here. This would have been one family, and then it looks like actually half of this one fell down. Big section down. That's my head on a branch. Actually collapsed. So maybe they took out half the building Maybe this is what happened when they try to blast it down. Oh yeah. It's almost a little more expansive. Graffiti's pretty nice in here. So far, anyway. I don't know, Pat, this one does have a basement. Looks like it's all caved in, but there's a basement here. It's just dirt, not big, but oh shit. Okay. Just trying to not drop it in the basement. Dirt floor. Just came through that little hole there. Yeah, that's interesting. That's the other side. That one looks caved in pretty good. It's probably just gone. This probably would have been a pantry. Oh yeah, this one's actually rooms. The other one was completely, not completely, but mostly open. It was like 2 rooms. All right, so that would have been the closet. This would be a bedroom. Really small. Hear gunfire in the background. There's another bedroom with, I don't know. I guess there's a fire in here. These stairs don't go to anywhere. Unless that was just a closet. Maybe it was just storage. It's the closet. So driving in, you saw we stopped and I took a picture of the Concrete City National Historic sign. In 1998, this place was ruled a National Historic Site. I don't know if they wanted to preserve it or if it was just they couldn't demo the buildings because they would have cost a ridiculous amount of money, and they figured they'd do something with it. Besides just let it rot in the woods. These buildings have been abandoned and left to rot for the past 93 years. I try to keep it as G as possible, but sometimes that doesn't totally work out. I don't really censor other people unless it's funny.
The wood stuff is probably like the whole drop seal.
Here's the back side of that slab that I was just standing on. Basement. And it looks like it's just floating. I wonder if I can get in that basement. It ain't going nowhere. I'm stomping on it like I'm testing for weak wooden floors. I see the daylight coming through this basement. There's a truck seat down here. Wow. That's cool.
At one time, this field housed a swimming pool, a baseball field, and a tennis court, all for the enjoyment of the families that lived in this little community.
Yeah, I'll be okay. There's the basement on this one, completely flooded, full of ice. It feels crooked. It goes this way. So when you walk in, you can feel it going. There's the basement. Standing on glass, that's what's cracking. It's completely crooked. Sank in. I'm waiting to turn a corner and someone's standing there staring at me. Oh, that was my head. Hit my head. Cracked my skull coming up here.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're like a spelunky now.
Shape so far. Stoop still in place. You can see these holes. I can point to it. Like that one and that one. There used to be roofs, overhanging roofs that came over the steps. Now my head's starting to hurt. The little fire pits built inside half these things. It's like everyone's the same, but there's so much graffiti, they're all such completely different. Is that Kilroy? We tried to draw Kilroy on the roof. It's got flooded too, I think. Yeah, look, there's one here, there's one over here, so there must have been one outhouse for each family. Each had their own. If you like this video or any of my other videos, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can like by giving me a big thumbs up. You can subscribe by hitting that big red button down below or clicking on my floating head at the end of this video. Thank you.